So welcome back. In an effort to be more concise with my little rambling rants, this video is going to be about Marvel's What If, episode 7. Alright, so the way that I'm going to do this is there's going to be the thumbnail is going to be a dead giveaway. And I'm going to see, as far as the actual video is concerned, I don't think I'm going to put anything because Disney is very particular about their stuff, and me trying to get a good quality image, I don't think I'm using the right programs to capture the image because it's just none of it's coming out right. But at least the thumbnail, I think, is going to be representative of the video. So I'm trying new thumbnails. Let's see how that goes. And yeah, so that's idea 1. Right, so for idea 2, the plan is going to be basically just give an overview of the parts of the episode. All right, so we're gonna kind of walk through what happened. You've got the Watcher, his normal intro, very somber. Hey, here's what's going on. Crazy, it's a multiverse. What if this storyline introduces you to the concept? Okay, so now you've been introduced to the concept. What if Thor were an only child? Loki isn't his brother in this storyline. And what would it look like, or what the world look like? What would the MCU look like if he didn't have Loki as a balancing force? Loki's jovial personality to Thor being the I have to take over the throne, that thing. Okay. Thor is a complete party animal, still meets Jane Foster, still meets, I think at this point, no, because there's a deviation, so he doesn't meet Fury. Actually, he doesn't even meet, I don't even think he meets anybody from S.H.I.E.L.D. I know S.H.I.E.L.D. becomes involved at a certain point. So they do their little, Thor's here, and he's here at a party, and it's a whole party world, and there's an underlying threat, but you don't know what the threat is, and then they kind of move the story forward. Now, what I will say is this. It's an interesting play on the whole Thor concept. I was never really super interested in the Thor movies to begin with. I just felt like the pacing, the third one was a little bit more, it had jokes, it was faster paced. The other ones were just very slow. It's the same thing with Captain America, and then the Winter Soldier picked up a little bit, but then once you get to Civil War, then it kind of, they had established the characters, it was built up, you were able to kind of just pick up the story and go. But the way that they did it with the story, that he's this party animal, his mom was like, hey, behave, you're gonna be the king one day, you're gonna go study, and that's kind of the, I don't say threat, but that's the plot device. That's what moves stuff forward, right? And then that's where the turn is in the story of oh no, he's been partying too much. What's going to be the big problem? It's his mom, and it's just it was you saw it coming, right? Once he started partying and you saw that his mom was like, oh no, don't do that. Before he partied, you were like, oh okay, bringing the mom back is going to be the thing. So of course you saw the thumbnail. They introduced Captain Marvel into the storyline, and she's the one to put down Thor because she's so powerful and all of that. I don't think the intent initially was to kill him. I think it was just to stop him from causing havoc, because there was another solar system or asteroid or planet or something they he destroyed with his partying, so they didn't want it to happen to Earth. Okay, so she's Earth's defense. She's fighting him. She goes to fight him, and then the Jane Foster character goes, gets Heimdall to send her to the mom, and then the mom comes and says you better be behaving, and then he, oh no, I gotta get everybody to clean up all this stuff we've trashed, and then pretend we're all learning, and then that's kind of the end of the episode. But oh no, spoiler, there's Ultron, and he's got all the Infinity Stones, which was a weird turn. A very weird turn. It jumped from basically as if the first Thor movie took place and like he gets introduced to the concept of Earth, and then it jumps all the way to Infinity War. You know what I'm saying? Like it jumped hard. And I get it, there's Ultron, there's what's called, but then it's the concept of like, okay, so in this universe, Ultron was made by who? And why would he have done this? Because at this point, when like the Ultron face like opens up, it looks like Vision, like with the little Mind Stone. There we go, Mind Stone. And you're like, okay, so if somebody made Ultron, one, why? And two, how? Like, what prompted them to do the search for the Infinity stuff? Like all the gems and stuff, and it doesn't make a ton of sense. Like you would want to see more of the story to figure out like why did it jump cut to that? Because in the Thor movie, it's not like when Thor came, it was immediately the Infinity Stones. Like it took some build up to get there. So it'll be interesting. Like I've been saying this whole time, I'm intrigued to see where they take this What If series. I want them to put out more content. I can't wait for the next movies they put out, and it should be interesting to see, you know, what the next episodes are going to be about, because all these episodes have been completely different. So as in a very I guess the editing, looking back, trying to make things work together, there's a weird ending that I do with most videos. I think I'm going to put this at the end so that it's not just the abrupt I stop talking, and I'm not going to bring back the just staring at the camera thing. That was funny for a season, and that season is past. But I do a weird kind of just like, okay, and I'm done. Not because I have no more to say, but just more because I'm just trying to cut myself off. But I wanted to put in here that I want people that made it this far in the video. First of all, hi, how you doing? Thanks for watching till whatever minute this is in the video. I appreciate it. Come back for the next one. There'll be more. There's more daily content. It's just me rambling. But I want people to comment below what they thought of the fight scene between Captain Marvel and Thor. Do you feel like it was scaled properly? Because I know some people that, you know, are Thor fans, like, oh no, Thor, he's so powerful, he would have been able. Just let me know what your thoughts were on the fight scene. I thought it was an interesting way for them to do it. It reminded me, if I'm being honest, because it was cartoons, it reminded me a lot of anime. So like you have like the overpowered character, and then you have like the, like, you know, Dragon Ball, Kamehameha, like, shoot something, and then the other person's just sitting there like Broly, just like eating it, and you're just like, oh, okay, that's they're definitely outclassed. But let me know down in the comments below, and I'll be putting out more in reference to the What If, and then I'm gonna work on, I think, another reaction, and I don't know what I want to react to yet. I was trying to pick a movie and see how much of that movie I was able to get up on YouTube, and we'll see where that goes. So yeah.